Hi, thanks for watching Twig, brother. Andy here with the astrology right across the weekend. It's Saturday the 5th of May and I'm going to keep going right into Monday the 7th of May with this post because it's a bank holiday weekend in UK, which means everyone gets Monday off unless you kind of work for someone who sells sofas or a theme park or something like that, because that's what we like to do in UK, buy furniture. It's not good furniture, but we do like to buy it. Okay, the moon's in Capricorn, been there since yesterday. Keep it real, Andy. Good time for doing things that take extra responsibility. If you need to be a bit reserved, a little bit distant, perhaps you've got the hermit thing going, the hermit influence going on, and you just need to keep it quiet, get in touch with your inner self. Not a bad time to do that, actually, but it's not a great time at all to rely on someone being kind of pliable, to give in to whatever. I mean, if someone's kind of in opposition to you, this isn't the time to try and break that down. It really isn't. The time will come, and we do actually have an Aquarius moon tomorrow. Oh dear, my tablet, I do hate it when that happens. My tablet went really funny there. Okay, we've got moon in Aquarius coming up tomorrow, Sunday the 6th. So let me see, 14:48, that is 2 minutes to 3 here in UK. That's UTC or GMT +1 because we're in our daylight saving time now. We get the moon in Aquarius. And then people are more interested in knowledge, that kind of thing. Sharing knowledge is good. Communication comes in. And communication is a good one to talk about today because yesterday was the very last day of Mercury retrograde post-shadow. The whole thing's over. We've drawn a line under the whole thing. I looked up when the next one is. Let me see. It's not until July. It's actually the pre-shadow to the next Mercury retrograde. Comes in on the 7th of July. Mercury will actually station retrograde on the 25th in USA and the 26th of July here in Britain in the sign of Leo, being 23 degrees of Leo. So it will be really quite a strong Leo influence in there. It's going to all be a bit me. But, you know, that's July. This is still May, and it's a great time, really, May, because it's a time of nature coming to life and everything. And I do believe that we do become more aware of the natural influences around us. And as out there and as far away as it all seems, the planets, the stars, and the astrology are a big influence here with our earthly life. So Monday the 7th, Aquarius continues. We're actually still in Aquarius until Wednesday, early hours of Wednesday, late Tuesday in the States, by the way. And the half moon is coming up on the 8th, so it's all happening. But after Sunday, it's fairly quiet in astrology. The two things I'm seeing on Monday, day 22 of the moon cycle, some say it's auspicious, some say it isn't auspicious. In other words, some say it's good, some say it's not so good. You get that going on about anyway, about everything. I like the Vedic tradition myself. And the Vedic tradition says it's a good time for trips, travel and transport. And there's another great full stop to the Mercury retrograde situation, because while we were in that, it really wasn't the best time for journeys, communication, travel, transport. So we will see a lot clearer communication between people, I feel sure about that. It's also Lunar Mansion 25 coming up on Monday. That is, it's a bit heavy, that one. It's about growth and protection, but it's also about revenge. And you think about those two things, protection and revenge, they can get mixed up in our minds. It's good to protect ourselves, but if someone's been giving us a hard time, there's not a great deal of point in taking revenge. It only ups the ante, makes things keep going, and just doesn't make for a happy world. You know, you want a comfortable life. Whatever someone's done to you, you want a comfortable life, don't you? That has got to be the most important thing. Now let's take a look at the minor aspects as we go through. They are worth thinking about because they are building blocks of the major aspects. So there's nothing really massive happening as far as I can see it, but today, May the 5th, 4:11 a.m, it's already happened. Venus is now quintile Chiron, the wounded healer. 7:04 a.m, so that also has happened because I'm giving these UK times. I'm terrible, aren't I? 8 hours or 5 hours behind or 13 hours ahead, depending where you are in the world. Look at that world clock. It's worth knowing these things. I'd love to tell you, but I'd be here all day. It's really good to have them in your head, so worry not. Okay, 7:04 a.m, Mercury quincunx Jupiter. A quincunx is an interesting one. It is a minor aspect, and exactly what it means to you is going to depend a lot on your birth chart. Do get a birth chart done. If you're interested in astrology, this will make a lot more sense to you if you see it in the context of your own birth chart. You can get them for free. A quincunx is an aspect of 150 degrees. It's the equivalent of being 5 signs of the zodiac apart, basically. And when that happens, it's not quite the same as an opposition, basically. That's all I can say, because it does vary from chart to chart. But just do be aware of that. The bottom line is Mercury and Jupiter. You have Mercury, which is mercurial at the best of times, very difficult to interpret, very difficult to understand, but not retrograde at the moment, having this aspect of 150 degrees with Jupiter, the gas giant, which is in Scorpio at the moment. May the 6th, tomorrow, the Sun in Taurus is going to semi-square Chiron. A semi-square just isn't quite as aggressive as a square, slightly more positive, because a square... Again, a square is not as bad as an opposition, but it's not a really great thing. Squares, oppositions, that kind of thing. So a semi-square, nice and gentle, Sun, leadership, Chiron, wounded healer. There you go. I'm moving along swiftly to try and get it all in. Do look these up if it's of interest to you, because it is important. You know, if these things catch your interest, someone up there, someone out there is trying to get you interested in this, because it will actually show you something of value. Get a birth chart done, do it, it's going to be great, won't cost you anything. Any of the big websites do them. May the 6th, tomorrow, yeah, so Sun, sextile Neptune, also tomorrow, 11:59 a.m, so very early in the morning Pacific, quite early in the morning Eastern as well. Actually, Venus in 14 degrees Gemini is going to semi-square Uranus. Another of those minor aspects, another semi-square there. And Uranus is going to be in 29 degrees Aries. Uranus, the ruling planet of Aquarius, actually. So since the moon is going to be in Aquarius, we will see quite a thing going on there. It's about looking forward, and it's about originality. A certain amount of psychicness comes into it. You will always see more about these things with your third eye than you will with the 2 round things at the top of your face. Or kind of almost, I've got semi-square glasses, I've just realised. Maybe I should do something about that. And then as we get to May the 7th, Monday, the big bank holiday in UK, Venus is going to bi-quintile Pluto. So Pluto, the ruling planet of Scorpio, which is very much in the mix at the moment, has a great deal to do with transformation. And I think really that's what a lot of us are looking for in this world of ours, because it's a crazy old world, and you know, it is really, really good to be able to transform things in life. When negativity comes in, it's good to turn it into positivity. Like in the martial arts, if someone's going to hit you, you kind of take that energy, not to hit them back, but just to stop them hitting you. You can make your own life better without hurting anybody else. 'Tis a wonderful thing. Also on Monday, Venus in 16 degrees Gemini is going to square Neptune. So the feminine energy and the psychic energy, the inspirational thing, and of course, let me see, Neptune, the ruling sign of Pisces. Dreams, illusions, the psychic side of things are going to be very, very strong, and are going to be tied up with the feminine energy, which really takes those things forward. So that is going to be a great thing. Okay, let's have a very quick look at spaceweather.com, because I haven't half gone on today. There is now 1 sunspot on the face of the sun, number 2708. It appeared rapidly yesterday, but it's already decaying. Strange thing that, because they're usually around for a while, but we are headed for solar minimum, so it will be strange. Solar minimum is when we get a long, long period of no sunspots on the face of the sun, and we're getting less of them all the time. 55% chance of G1 class geomagnetic storms tomorrow, but today, Saturday, it is very, very calm. And we're also, you know, that G1 class geomagnetic storm thing could go right through to Monday. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it is, from what they're saying here. If you're a sky watcher, some noctilucent exhaust fumes are coming out of the Mars rocket at the moment, so you might see a light in the sky which isn't actually nature, but it's certainly nothing to fear. Okay, gosh, I don't know how I go on this long. I meant to keep it down to 5 minutes. I suppose it's a long weekend, isn't it? Well, have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. If you're not in UK, don't worry about it. It's not the best place in the world to be at the moment, if you ask me. But we are getting Monday off, so that's no bad thing. Have a great weekend, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks if you've been watching me on Twig Brother out there. Thanks very much for making the journey to this channel. It really helps me a lot. I don't want to start going on about YouTube technicalities again, but it's just really, working out a lot better this way already. And this is only the first video I've put on the second. The first one was part 2 of manifestation. Do have a look at the manifestation series if you're interested in the cosmic things that the influences that come to us from outside of this world. I think you'd be very interested in that as well. Meanwhile, have a great day, friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.